Hey Plant Gang, back here with us where I live, a house plant. But for people who maybe live in places where it doesn't get below 25 degrees, we're talking about Florida, maybe lower Alabama in some cases, you're going to be growing this plant right here, which has got this very interesting cut leaf foliage, and this is Philodendron xanadu Winterbourn. And the trademark name for this is Xanadu. So it's kind of a confusing both common and scientific name, but if you knew Philodendron xanadu, I think that would be enough to let people know what you're talking about. So this is, in the landscape, a very large plant in some ways, 3 to 5 foot high, 3 to 5 foot wide, and can spread out in the landscape. It loves to be in full sun, but for many people in North America, you're going to be growing this as a house plant, and it is a very beautiful house plant with these dissected lobed leaves. Red stems can be quite beautiful. One thing that's very interesting are these large aerial roots as well, which it can develop. So as we focus in on the leaves here, you can see that they're very shiny, they're evergreen, they've got deep lobes. This plant will continue to almost mound up on itself. It is a clump-forming shrub in the landscape. If you grew this as a house plant, you can give this some direct light. It needs to have soil that is well draining out of the pot. You don't want it to sit necessarily with water in the saucer, so be careful of that. And it will just continue to get larger and larger very slowly over time as a house plant. Again, in the landscape, it does prefer to be in full sun with plenty of moisture. Here's a landscape tip. This is an evergreen, dense, low-spreading tropical plant typically used as a house plant.